What's up guys, Chris VA Travels over here in Paris and about to visit the Arc de Triomphe, war memorial that was completed in 1836. Work began 1806 and it's to commemorate French soldiers from the Napoleonic Wars and the French Revolution. Yeah, and you've got to cross the road via a tunnel. So we're trying to figure out where that is, but I just wanted to show you the view from far away. And wow, it's very impressive. In this circle connects 12 avenues. Pretty insane. Tickets are 25 euros. Let me walk up here to get a closer look. And okay, so you go down right over here. Come up the stairs to security control.
Then you gotta go to the Great Wall of China. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. I see egg and dart pattern up there. Bunch of rosettes. Oh, I see Bonaparte right there in the middle. Hardy, I didn't know that was a French name. And this was actually commissioned after the success of the Battle of Austerlitz. End of World War I, November 11th, easy to remember, 1918. And that was a pretty horrific war. All right, just wanted to film the southern end. Check out that relief. That's Napoleon Bonaparte right there. Looks like we've got Lady Victory over here. Yeah. Great architecture all around the city. You'll get a crick in your neck from looking up so much. All right, made it inside, made it through security. I had to get our bag scanned, but all good to go. Headed to the top. And I've done about 20,000 steps each of the last 4 or 5 days being here. Hey, seriously guys, this is no joke with these steps.
They said those old guys just went by you. You better get up.
Well, these older guys are catching up to me, so Keep moving. All right. I see a cool statue up there. Here are the floor plans. Anyone interested? That's the Arch de Carousel over at the Louvre. I was there the other day. Yeah, that one's pretty impressive also. Not as big. Oh yeah, several arches all around the world. Okay. Let me go up and take a look at this statue. Whoa. Looks like Statue of Liberty's head. With a dragon on top.
Yes.
Impressive.
Thank you. I love her face too.
Oh, horse on each side of her helmet. It's a pretty cool statue. Oh, we've got some live footage. Oh, the eternal flame right there for the unknown soldier. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll take a closer look at that when I go back down. Oh, I'll hover over this plaque if anyone. I think the second row, yeah, is English. Oops, let me straighten the camera out. Okay, so the grand flag, the tricolor grand flag is hoisted under the Arch de Triomphe about 15 times a year for national days of commemoration. Again, I told you this was completed 1836. A wicked lion right here. Oops. Oh, and here's some information right here about restorations. 1896, it was cleaned. 1944, damage on the south side caused by the fighting for the liberation of Paris. More cleaning, 1865. Okay. For anyone who wants to know, this is the ladies' bathroom, in case you didn't go before you came up. Now I think this is going to take us to the top. Let me see. Okay, nothing up here. Billet souvenir costs you £0. This thing right here is the savior. Again, here we are, right in the middle. Oh, there's another bust up here. Who is this character with the chops? Doesn't have a name. Okay, so kind of a museum up here. Bunch of laurel leaves over here. All right, so let's check this guy out. Soldier right here. And there's a shield right here. The shield of the Allied Expeditionary Force, 1944, Foundry, Goldsmiths, and Silversmiths Company. Wow, first installed at the foot of the tomb, this bronze shield was restored in 2020 before joining the other tributes it presented in the Museum of the Arc de Triomphe. So on the right side, this would be called the Resistance. Wow, pretty dramatic. So he had a hammer in his hands. Okay, so this evokes the year 1814 and the call to resist Russia and Austrian invaders who had entered the capital. A soldier, sword in hand, held back by his father and his wife, appears ready to fight. In the background, a horseman evokes sacrifice while the spirit of the future calls for resistance. Okay. Crossing the bridge of Arcole. Napoleon Bonaparte crossing the bridge at Arcore in Italy, brandishing the French tricolor in 1796 during the Italian campaign. All right, so this one's the fall of Alexander, the hero of the Egyptian campaign, is presented in the center. Wounded in the head, he points his sword towards the enemy in Alexandria in Egypt in 1798. Right here is the triumph of Napoleon, and it evokes the year 1810. The Battle of Abukir, and the scene shows Napoleon taking Mustafa Pasha prisoner in 1798. Wow, yeah, during his Egypt campaign. Austerlitz right here. All right, this is pretty cool picture right here. So this painting is a sketch for the Trinity of Poets. It says it was produced between 1853 and 1909. Okay.
Dietro questa finestra.
Gabrielle blowing her horn. Oh, here we are. Take a walk through the gift shop.
Jill, is your sister in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Je te mets un petit cube pour faire un peu de volume ici. Je te le laisse là, Marie, ok?
Just grabbed a souvenir, and I'll put this on my history shelf. Oh, look at this fancy water bottle and this fancy book on Paris. All right, so headed to the terrace. More stairs. Here we are, y'all. It's supposed to be a great view. Again, we're not too far from the Eiffel Tower. The breeze feels good. Oh, wow. Let me first come to the left here. Wow, yeah. Like I say, 12 avenues. Mountains way back there. Okay, so we've got the business district to the left. Yeah, we're looking north right now. I guess right now a little northeast. And back there, that dome, that looks like the Montmartre. I know I'm gonna be pronouncing everything wrong, but we might go there tomorrow. I know the metro reaches it, so it's supposed to be a cool area to hang out. Over here. Oh, all right, so there's the Eiffel Tower. I'll zoom in on that in a moment, but we would now be looking east. And would that be the Louvre way up there? I'm not totally sure. Okay, so I just looked at the map. That is the Louvre. To the right, yeah, you can see Notre Dame. Underneath the crane, and to the right, the Pantheon. Down here, the roundabout. There's one of those big buses. Oh, is that a Porsche? All right, headed down for the money shot. Eiffel Tower. Another business district back there. And there it is. Yeah, Eiffel Tower. If you ever come down here, I highly recommend the river cruise. They take you right by it. Okay, check out the view to the west. All right, that's it. I'm going back down.
Ne olmadı? İkinci defa sana bırakmış.
All right, so made it down. Want to check out the eternal flame of the unknown soldier. One more time, in between the trees, Eiffel Tower. Ah, they light this thing up at night. Pretty cool. I'm gonna hit the road. That's it for the Arch de Triomphe. See you guys on the next one.